Well, Judge Alsup is a San Francisco-based appointee of President Bill Clinton. He's the one who ordered the Defense, Treasury, Energy, Interior, Agriculture, and Veteran Affairs departments to immediately offer all fired probationary employees get their jobs back. People, that's 30,000 employees. And another judge last Thursday expanded on that in a lawsuit brought by Democratic state attorneys general. That was done by U.S. District Judge James Brader. He made this decision. He is a Baltimore-based appointee of President Barack Obama. Also ruled that the administration had implemented reductions in force, or RIFs, without providing legally required notice to state governments. But there are plenty more cases happening. A federal judge last Wednesday signaled that she was deeply skeptical that the Pentagon's handling of transgender service members complies with federal law. That case is being handled by U.S. District Judge Ana Reyes in D.C., who was appointed by President Biden. A ruling on that case is expected from her sometime this week. Also last Wednesday, a federal judge blocked parts of a Trump executive order placed on the law firm Perkins Coie. Here's what Trump's executive order states. The dishonest and dangerous activity of the law firm Perkins Coie, LLP, has affected this country for decades. Notably, in 2016, while representing failed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, that firm hired Fusion GPS, which then manufactured a false dossier designed to steal an election. The judge who blocked that is U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell, appointed by Barack Obama. Another notable case last week was that of Mahmoud Khalil, the guy who they tried to deport from Columbia University, who organized the protest and then called for an end to Western civilization. Last Monday, you know this by now, a judge ordered that the Palestinian Colombian students not be deported for now. That decision was made by U.S. District Judge Jesse M. Furman, appointed by Barack Obama. Do you see a trend here with these judges? I think so. And I also want to bring this up. President Trump has ended Secret Service protection for Hunter and Ashley Biden. Now that Biden is out of office, you may be asking yourself why this continued. Well, a president can use an executive order to mandate Secret Service protection for children of former presidents who are over 16 years old. That can only last for 6 months after the president has left office. But with the way things are going, I wonder maybe a judge is going to get involved in that because that deadline hasn't been met yet. Let's talk about it some more. Joining me now, Professor Emeritus at Harvard Law School and author of the new book, The Preventative State, Alan Dershowitz. Professor, thanks for coming on. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
A lot to get through here. I want to talk about Trump's call for the impeachment of Judge Boasberg here. Is that a possibility? Justice Roberts said we shouldn't do that. We'd ruin 200 years of precedent. What do you think?
Well, it's easy to impeach him. All you need is a vote of the House of Representatives by a majority, but it would be impossible to remove him. Look, impeachment is proper. The Chief Justice is wrong when he says it's never proper for a decision after the Dred Scott decision, for example, it declared black people not to be eligible for citizenship. Impeachment would have been a proper remedy. And there have been a number of cases in our history where impeachment would have been a proper remedy, but not generally. Generally, appellate remedies are available, particularly in cases of this kind. And the other thing that could happen easily is, Congress can pass statutes restricting the limitations of the federal courts. They've done that all the time. And Republicans have control of both houses. They could probably get legislation passed which deny judges the power to issue injunctions that bind the entire country. Take, for example, the issue of deportation. The president has an inherent power to deport people who are not in the country properly. I suspect that many of these gang members don't have green cards, don't have visas. They're here totally illegally. I don't think you need a judicial process to deport them. You just put them on a plane and get them out of the country. They can maybe get a lawyer to bring a lawsuit and challenge it. But in the end, the president and the executive has the authority to rid the country of people who aren't here properly. The case of Khalil is a little different because he has a green card, but that green card may very well have been obtained fraudulently because generally they're asked the question, do you support or have you supported or will you support terrorist organizations? And we know, of course, that Khalil is a major supporter of Hamas and a major supporter of violence and terrorism against Jews and against Israel. So I think they have the power. I don't know why they decided to use the Alien Act of 1798. I don't even think they need that.